When you're not rich, I mean, if I was rich, I've always had what I would regard as impeccable taste. But now, here I am, not rich. And yet I still make a slight effort. You know, it's like if you haven't got money, you know what I'm saying? I should have money off my own bat, you know, because of my background and all the possibilities. I should, you know, be like a top lawyer or theoretically that was within my grasp, right? To be a top professional and to be pretty wealthy in that respect.
Yes.
I missed that train.
Have you ever been married? Do you have a family?
I mentioned that before. I regard myself, Chris, as the greatest failure that ever walked the planet Earth.
Why?
Because I am. Because I didn't achieve the very basics. I'm the could have been man. I call myself the could have been man. I could have been, right? I'm the could have been man, but I ended up with nothing. I didn't even get a life. And I tried from the age of 13, you know, and the girl I was looking at the other geezer.
What is the most important lesson you think you've learned over the course of your life?
Never wanted to put anybody down or bully, you know. I have no tolerance for bullies or put somebody down or make fun of somebody. If I could turn the clock back, I wouldn't hesitate to tell people exactly how I feel, which I didn't want to do then. I didn't want to hurt anybody, right? There's 9 million people in London, and I don't have a single friend. And I'm not saying that like I'm crying. That is the reality. I lived overseas in the Americas, North America and South America, and when I came back, they had all kind of disappeared. And I've been alone for the last 22 years. When I was quite young, I didn't need any friends. I'm chasing girls, and I didn't want another guy. I had the dawn to be able to chat up and all those stuff, and then they'd move in or try to move in. And of course, it never dawned on me I'd get to this age and be practically penniless and not have a profession and all the rest of it, which I should have, right? Or money. I should have a profession, I should have money. I missed all of that, and not even a wife, because I've been alone all of my life. You know, since the age of 4, you could say. I'm psychologically alone since the age of 4. My own mother was a piece of ice. We had a horrifically bad relationship at one point. Very difficult woman, piece of ice. There was no physical contact. Very strange for an Irish woman. There was no hug, there was no kiss, there was no nothing. It was, I do remember when at that school I was at when I was 4 years of age, there was another kid that after school I went to his house and his mother was all over him, right? And I can even feel this very day, that feeling, I wish she was my mother. And then you read about some British English guy who's disappeared or in jail in India or Thailand, and the parents fly over there.
Yeah.
When I came back from America, I stepped off the plane, I've never been met at any airport in my life by anybody. And I know in my heart I could have been tough in certain things. The other thing I might tell you is I've always had a dawn for writing. And I wrote 2 plays, which I'm very proud of, and they've been sitting there for 20 years. I've said recently that I make people laugh almost every day. I haven't made you laugh because I've been very serious, but I make people laugh every day without even trying. Like I'm not trying to be, and I said this is my greatest asset. My only contribution is complete strangers that I talk to. They crack up laughing sometimes. I mean, these people are wondering, who is this famous guy? I don't have a bitterness, but I could have it. I don't have it. Right?
And you've been very friendly and gracious to me and kind, and I appreciate that. That says a lot about your character. It says a lot about your character.
But there are times when you do feel low, you know.